Okay, let's talk about the customer life cycle. So we know why we want to do digital marketing. We know what the digital marketing channels are, because we just talked about them, from SEO to social to affiliate to mobile to content to SEM. Okay, you have a lot of different digital marketing channels at your disposal. So now, how do we go ahead and approach our customers? So that's what we're going to talk about first. So we're going to talk about different stages of the customer life cycle. Okay, and the first one is the awareness stage. So we need to get our customers aware of what we're selling or what we're promoting. Okay, so the awareness stage is really, what product does your brand offer? That's a question we want to get out there and we want to answer. Okay, what does a customer need your product? Or excuse me, why does a customer need your product? That's a question we want to answer with digital marketing. Okay, what solution does your product provide? Okay, that's an answer to a question we want to make sure people understand. So these are questions that we want to be able to answer in the form of digital marketing, whether that be mobile or content. Okay, so getting our information out there that answers these essential questions. And if we could do that, then somebody's going to become aware of our product or service. Okay, so what product does our brand offer? Why does a customer need it? And what solution does it provide? Okay, those are some key questions that people tend to ask themselves when they look at a brand. Okay, and when they look at a product, hey, do I really need this? Is it going to help me in my life? Okay, and who is selling this? I mean, who is this brand? I mean, those are just things that run through people's mind intuitively, that with the right messaging, the right channel, the right type of asset, the right targeted audience, you can quickly make somebody aware of your brand's product or service. In this stage, it's help potential customers discover your brand with the help of these different marketing channels. So in the awareness stage, content is key. So it's, to me, if we have a website, we need a blog, because if somebody does come to our blog from, say, organic search, SEO, then we can write about that product or service via blog and talk to our customer, talk directly to our targeted audience through that blog. And if we're not ranking organically, we can use paid search to promote it, because paid search on Google, for example, basically we can be right at the top of the search results. And so somebody can actually see it when they do a search, because we know millions of people use search on a daily basis. You could do social media marketing. Okay, so you can publish that product or service on Facebook while you're building your community. And you can use affiliate marketing to help get the word out by using CJ.com as an example. Build up a sales force of people, these publishers that are going to put your product or service out there. So to me, in the awareness stage, these are the digital marketing channels you could focus on. Now, I will say one thing about display ads. Display is part of search engine marketing. You could use display because you can reach a large number of people. So even though it's listed here low priority, in the awareness stage, display ads mean that if you're on Google's display network, you could pick and choose your sites, your demographics, keywords, topics, an audience. You could focus on all those different demographics to really attract a large number of people. So low priority, but it's probably also good to focus on in the awareness stage. Okay, so content marketing, you must create a high quality content that people are searching for. Without content, it's hard to get found. And so to me, this is, where the blog comes in. SEO, take that content, get it optimized. Okay, SEM, if we're not ranking organically, we can make sure we're at the top of the paid search results, or the search results for a particular keyword we want to be found for. And then social media marketing, using different channels depending on the channel. If we're selling, training like Simply Learn does, LinkedIn is a good platform for us. Okay, and then affiliate, basically building up a nice network of publishers to get the word out. So these are all good channels that we can focus in on. So traffic sources may include paid, unpaid, social, referral, display, email, or direct. So they could come in the awareness stage from all different types of channels. Even though you're focused on content, you could still get traffic from mobile or email. So now that we got the word out via all these different marketing channels, there's that consideration stage. So, people are aware of us, now they're considering us. And that's kind of the next stage in the process. Okay, so a few essential questions to address on the consideration stage. Hey, what features make your product valuable to others? And how will I increase customer engagement towards my product? So those are answers to questions you want to ask. Okay, what features make your product valuable? You want to basically separate yourself from the competition. Basically, that's what you're trying to answer. Okay, so if you're promoting your product or service on paid search and other people are bidding on the same keyword, how are you going to stand out? And then how will I increase customer engagement towards my product? So for example, if you're on Facebook, okay, and you're trying to get people over to your site to purchase your product, then how are you going to improve that engagement? You got to create something really snazzy, or really it's going to be attention grabbing, or something that's going to get them to become aware of it, that's going to separate your post from all the other posts that are in somebody's Facebook newsfeed. Okay, so you really have to work hard to really convince somebody to get their consideration towards your product or service. So in this stage, your customer considers your product, so help them understand how your product is valuable. Okay, to me, email works really good here, because if you have a targeted audience, this gives you the opportunity to really answer these questions in that particular channel, email. You could support that with a promotion. And display, I think display is a good option here too, because even though, people are trying to become aware, you can really hone in and really get them to take that next step. Okay, with display, you can even do remarketing. So if somebody's been to your site because they're aware of your product, they're curious, you can cookie them and remarket to them via display. So display to me is a good channel to use here. Okay, so you have email, mobile display, SEM. These are all good channels to use on the consideration stage, especially on search, because if somebody's looking for something and they're aware of your brand, then you have the good opportunity to get them to click on your ad, especially if you're offering a promotion, and get them to convert. The goal here is to increase our engagement. So people are aware, we're moving them further along the funnel. With email marketing, we have the opportunity to promote the product by sending an email directly to our audience. So with this stage, plan your campaigns around welcoming emails, newsletters. We can talk about product descriptions, add ratings and reviews in the email. We really just want to encourage people to purchase the product. We're trying to sway them over. So email is a good source to allow us to do that. So with mobile marketing, we can promote the products by sending relevant messages to our target audience. Display, again, retargeting, because we can retarget an audience that has been to our website, already did some research about our brand, our product or service, and now we're going to reach back out to them to sway them. So remember, we want to encourage customers to buy a product by creating detailed articles about the product. That always helps, and that's content. Okay, we want to opt for a customer testimonial. Okay, that helps sway people, and add some guest blogging. Okay, we can have ambassadors blog on our behalf, or we can go out and blog on somebody else's site. Okay, so blogging works both ways. It's ways of showing yourself and telling people, hey, we know you're looking for this product. Here's why you want to choose us. Okay, moving on from the consideration to the purchase stage. So they're aware of you, they're considering you, and now we're on to the purchase stage. So the questions we want to really make sure we address here are, how are my prices compared to my competitors? And is my brand more credible than others? Okay, so they're considering you, but that price point, and it may not even be the price, it could be the shipping. For example, the price could be good, but the shipping cost could be high. So you really want to do some due diligence and research on what your competitors are doing. Credibility, that goes back to the consideration stage, and testimonials. You want to make sure you have reviews and testimonials to really elevate what you're trying to tell customers, and that is, hey, I have a good brand, I have a good product, I have a good service. Come buy my stuff, come buy my product and service. But you really need to support that claim. You just can't go out and say it. And so supporting that comes in the form of what other people say. And that could be reviews. That could be comments on a social media platform. It could be, stars on, say, Yelp or Google My Business. Make sure you do your due diligence and make sure you get people to, review you or provide testimonials, because people are going to do their due diligence before they purchase, especially if it's on Google My Business or Yelp or TripAdvisor or whatever it is you're trying to sell. They're going to be able to see those reviews. And so do your due diligence to get the reviews. And if it is a negative review, hey, that's okay. You can't please everyone. You're going to get them. That's the world we live in. Just make sure you show your upper hand and respond even to the negative as well as the positive reviews that you get. That actually bodes well to some people because, hey, it shows that I made a mistake and you're willing to correct it. And so people actually see that. That could be the tipping point to getting them to purchase. Say, look, hey, this brand really cares because they're really responding to people. They're not ignoring negativity. Okay, just those small things that can get people to change their mind. Now with the purchase stage, according to eConsultancy, 83% of the online audience require encouragement to complete a purchase. Encouragement, what does that mean? Well, it could mean providing a promo, giving them that extra incentive. If you don't offer promo, consider it, especially on the email. And the example we looked at earlier, sending out an email means that if the promo is going to end at midnight, send that email out and tell people they have until midnight. And if they purchase today, you'll even increase it to 20%. And email is a good channel for that. Mobile can reach a lot of people through SMS. Okay, social media, reaching people instantaneously. And then, really with the purchase stage, it gives prospects an offer to help them make that purchase. So you have plenty of channels to choose from. In fact, most of these channels, the only one really that doesn't fit the instantaneous mode is SEO. But you can really focus on affiliate, even though that's a low priority here. You can really, coordinate with your publishers, who, especially those publishers that have proven their worth and have sold your products in the past. Get them to help promote it and incentivize their audience. So let's move on from the purchase to the post-purchase stage. So this is after somebody purchases. Okay, so some essential questions we want to be able to address here. So what additional product could my customer buy? Now that they're my customer, what else could I sell them? Without being too pushy, if they buy a coat, a hat work or a pair of gloves or, a blouse. You want to be able to not push a product on a customer, but think about how you can complement that purchaser's or customer's product. And then how to improve the customer buying experience. So again, this goes back to, what we just said about reviews. Get somebody to offer a review. And if they don't give you a full compliment of 5 stars, they only give you 3.5 stars, then you know what? That's great feedback, because then you can learn from that. And then the other question is, will the customer refer us to others? And if so, why? So that's definitely something you want to be able to address in the post-purchase stage. So let's take a look here. So with post-purchasing stage, to me, email's at the top of this list, because if somebody purchases something, you could send a nice thank you email, because if they purchase, they're giving you their email in return, because you're likely going to be sending them the receipt via email. So email to me is a nice channel. You can send in a nice message. Even, social media. You can thank your community for supporting you on this recent campaign that you ran. Even throw in an extra 5 or 10% on a future purchase as a thank you. And that's easily done on social media. You could even post a blog, promoting, the success of a product and then offering a promotion. Okay, so there's a lot of things you could be doing here on the post-purchasing stage. So to me, even looking at content again, you could even, put a survey together. You could even put a survey together for your affiliates. Okay, you could even post a poll on Facebook. So it's just working in with these different channels to get some feedback about your product and service. So with email, mobile, you can engage customers with follow-up emails or customer care content. with mobile, if you have somebody's mobile number, hey, text them. A simple thank you goes a long way. You could say, hey, look, if you're satisfied, let us know. Give us a call. You can even, in the EE mobile text message, you can put a link to a survey. Send emails to active subscribers. Give rewards for customer feedback. So if somebody does provide feedback, give them an extra 10% off. You want to be able to reward loyalty. Loyalty comes in the form of a partnership. If you're giving somebody discounts and you have a good product or service, then they're going to recognize that. They're going to say, hey, look, I really like this product and they're giving me 10%. I'm going to go ahead and purchase from these guys again. So give those discounts to those active customers. Or on the affiliate network, give referral opportunities to your customers. So if it's an affiliate publisher, hey, if they're getting people to your site, reward them. Or if it's an email and you put a forward to a friend, get an extra 10% off, it doesn't hurt, because you're incentivizing people to help you sell your product. So with social, display, and content, use those banner ads, or use that content that you display on social or the blog you're gonna write to give customers advice in order to maximize the value of the purchase. So again, you can use these platforms to also enhance what they purchased. So, hey, you just purchased this product. Thank you very much. Did you know you could do this, this, and this with it? And so that's the idea of a post-purchase stage, is to maximize these channels to be able to answer those essential questions about what else could they purchase? Do they like, how do I get these people to become loyal customers? Okay, so with the post-purchase stage, if a customer has bought a pair of sports shoes, for example, running shoes, you can recommend cross-product sale or cross-sale. It could be a pair of shorts or a water bottle or an accessory with an exclusive discount. So that's another example of what you can do on the post-purchase stage. So in today's world, everywhere you go, it's all about digital. So today's lecture is going to be about all the different marketing channels available, piece them together, kind of put together a little digital marketing course for you. So first off, before we get started, we're going to talk about what is digital marketing. And really, digital marketing covers a lot of areas. It's very broad. And really what it refers to is just marketing that a company does, a person does, an individual, a group, an organization, and they do it in the form of an electronic device or with the aid of the internet. That's really what digital marketing is. It's just having something digitally, not something tangible like a billboard or a newspaper or TV. And with that, there are lots of places where you can apply digital marketing. And so electronic devices, we think of mobile devices. And so you could certainly use mobile as a form of digital marketing or to help you with your marketing efforts digitally. Okay, you can create apps, you can run advertising on mobile, you can communicate with different people, your target audience, via different devices like WhatsApp and messaging. Okay, there's also search engines. Search engines is where a lot of people get their information from, at least start to do their research to get information. You got social media, lots of different social media platforms, all the way from tweeting to blogging to social sharing to social content. Okay, so a lot of platforms under the bucket social media. You also have traditional forms of digital marketing like email. You can use different email platforms to send out emails. So lots of different ways to communicate your product, your service, your message to a large number of people that are really targeted to your efforts. How is digital marketing useful? Well, we know it provides different metrics. Why do we know it provides different metrics? Because it's all digital. Okay, so anytime you send out an email or post something on Facebook, you're going to get data back. And when you get data back, you could take that data to determine how well that post or that email performed. And if it didn't perform up to expectation, you can make changes to improve performance. That's called optimization. Okay, so that's the great thing about digital marketing. It's useful in that we get data, in some cases instantaneously, and we're able to make changes in order to optimize that campaign. We can also, provide personalized user experience. So meaning if we know who our targeted audience is on, say, Twitter or LinkedIn or Facebook, we can really cater our messaging to that group. Probably most importantly is that digital marketing compared to traditional forms of marketing allow us to really reach a global audience very easily at a very low cost. That's the key. So if I want to target people in India or Nepal or Pakistan, I can certainly do that. And I can do that with the snap of a campaign, and I can get data back. And based on the data, I can tailor that experience even better. Really just allows us to really hone in on a particular audience anywhere in the world very quickly. So these are just 3 of the main reasons why digital marketing is useful. Some other experiences or uses for digital marketing, again, it provides a cost-effective alternative to traditional marketing. So, for those that are familiar with purchasing advertising on, say, TV or radio, you have to pick a spot. You have to pick a program and then pick a time slot associated with that program. So somebody's watching a program and that program tends to draw in a specific target audience, then you want to show your ad around the time when that program is slotted to air on TV because you're likely going to reach your audience. However, to purchase that time slot could be competitive and could be very costly, where there are forms of advertising and paying for advertising digitally, and those forms are cost per click or cost per impression. And so using a cost per click or cost per impression model allows you to really go head to head in kind of an auction style format where you can control how much you pay and potentially get that prime spot in front of your target audience. So it really does become cost effective. And it allows you to make small investments to get a really substantial return on ROI. So let's just say your cost per click is only 10 cents, but you're selling a product for $10. Well, all you need is 1 click and 1 sale to generate a very substantial return on investment. And so knowing that you get metrics back on a campaign, you could slowly or quickly optimize that campaign towards a very positive ROI. And then another use for digital marketing, it just enables targeting users based on their actions and preferences. So again, we can really hone in on who we want to target. It really depends on the platform, but if you take Google Ads, for example, and you want to target the display network, well, we know we have demographics, we know we have topics, we know we have interest, we know we have retargeted audiences, in-segment audiences, we have age, we have gender, so you have a lot of options available to choose from to really hone in on who you want to target. And we talk about remarketing is another form of digital marketing. So you can set up a marketing campaign. So if somebody comes to your website and does not purchase the product or service that you're offering, you could take action on that behavior. So I can retarget a group of people who didn't purchase. That's retargeting. Or you could do it via remarketing. And basically, that's the beauty of digital marketing. It allows you to really target users based on their actions. Some other uses for digital marketing, it helps build brand awareness and reputation of your business. So when we say brand awareness, if you're just launching a company and nobody knows who you are, if we use Google Ads as our preferred method of digital marketing and establishing campaigns, we can choose that display network. That display network on Google Ads reaches a large amount of people. So you can really get your name out there and really target your intended audience and allow that targeted intended audience to really understand who you are, because they're going to see your ad in the form of a banner or in the form of a video or in the form of text. And so that's the beauty of digital marketing. You can really reach a lot of people and a lot of people who might be interested in your product or service. And then digital marketing provides a platform for you to be interactive with your audience, helping you stay relevant and competitive. And the best example I can give here is YouTube. And so YouTube's it's a search engine for videos, but it's a video sharing platform. And so if I upload a video, then I can entice people to comment on that video or like the video or share the video. And I can really interact with that audience by responding to their comments. or putting together a playlist or giving them more videos. Okay, so I can really interact with my audience. And I could do that on multiple platforms, not just YouTube and video. I can blog and interact based on somebody's comments. I can have a website and have live chat and interact with my audience. So there's lots of different ways to interact with an audience, and that's what digital marketing provides.